Hi there Facebook family, it's Sarah Louise here, hope you're well. So I've just had to wait until the rainstorm passed before I could do a Facebook live, so I'm hoping that the connection's going to be okay. I've had to put a jacket on, it's actually cold today. So this morning it started out quite warm and yeah, it's really dropped, so it's quite cold sat out here, but it's the best place for me to get connection as inside my apartment because it's an old building. The Wi-Fi tends to be quite poor quality for my lives, so I will brave the colder weather today. I've got my fingers huddled around this hot lemon water. But yeah, today, the topic I wanted to cover today, it's all about why you shouldn't just blindly take your upline's advice. So I'm not here to badmouth any uplines in any shape or form, that's not my style. But what I am here to say is that you need to take note of the advice that they're actually giving you and whether they are actually qualified to give you the information that they're giving you, because you could join an upline that's absolutely amazing, that is very good at what they do, but you could also join an upline that's maybe very new into the industry, that's not very experienced yet, and you may have just joined them and realised that they may have only been in it a few days, few weeks, few months with not really any success yet. So you know, there are different people that you want to take note of, and there are other people that may be trying to teach you things which, you know, just aren't really going to work. So I've written some notes that I'm going to refer to, but I'm not going to make this a long live, it's not going to be long at all. So just before I make a start, I can just see some people connecting on, so that's great. I can see people here. Hello to everybody. So can you just let me know of the people that are watching me? I just really want to know who my audience is. I'd like to get to know you a little bit better. I'd like to know if you are employed, if you are a network marketer, if you're an affiliate marketer, maybe you're a coach, maybe you're a consultant. But I'd really like to know what you do as a career or a job, because once I understand who's watching me and get to know more about you on a daily basis, it helps me to know what content to put out there for you, because I can base that around who my viewers are and tailor it accordingly. So if I see lots of, say, network marketers, I will specialise in that. If I see lots of affiliate marketers, I'll specialise in that. If I see lots of coaches, I'll specialise in that. So what I want to do is try and cater for my audience. I'm just going to pick up my dog. This is Gizmo. Right, so I'm going to make a start. Apologise for Gizmo barking. Have to put my sunglasses on because they're prescription, so it enables me to read my my notes. It also means I can see the screen as well. So who do we have? Hi Eddie. Hi Sue. Hi Rick. Hi Preston. Hi Anthony. Hi Kelly. Hi Barbara. Hi Martha. Hi Bill. Hi Barbara. Hi Jeff. Sorry, there's loads of you. I can't give a shout out to everybody because I want to crack on with the information. So right, so I'm going to make a start. So the topic of today is why you don't blindly take your upline's advice. So if you've just jumped on now, just very briefly again, I just want to say that your upline may be very experienced and very successful. But just because they are doesn't mean that what they teach you to do is going to be duplicatable for you. They may have been in the industry for years and therefore are very experienced, but they may be more experienced in what we call the old school type of marketing, where they may be holding events, they may be going to like hotels, they may be encouraging you to go to maybe meeting people one-on-one. This type of marketing is what we call old school marketing, and it's not what I personally teach because it's very time consuming, it's very costly, and everything that I teach online I believe is duplicatable because you don't need to meet people face to face and it's all done online. So it means that you can appear to a larger audience in the comfort of your own home, behind your laptop, behind your mobile phone, and it doesn't even matter where you live because your audience is online, so it's huge. Where if you are doing more of like home parties, meeting people in hotels and cafes and doing all of the face-to-face, you know, if you're told to approach all the parents at school, you're told to speak to people at parties, that to me is going to get you a lot of rejection and a lot of no's, where I'm here to teach you how to get in front of the right people and with the right content so that then the right people are coming to you because you're providing exactly what they're looking for. And Facebook enables us to do that because it's just a case of getting in front of the right people. So the 4 ways to break it down is there's the learn, there's the take action, there's the get results, and then there's evaluate. So I'm just going to briefly go over each one of these. So a lot of the time when you join an online business, if you've moved around a lot, you'll know this even more, but people will simply say to you, just go through the training, plug into the system, you know, go into your back office and watch the videos, and they don't really tell you what else to do apart from that. So you may be going and reading lots of content, you may be watching some training videos, you're looking at everything that you need to do, but what a lot of uplines are not giving you is the strategy of, once you've learned all of this, how do you actually implement it for you to generate interest on your social media platform, for you to generate leads, for you to start getting conversations with people. So therefore, you've learned all of this and you don't know where to start. So you're so overwhelmed and intimidated by the whole process that the chances are you sat watching everybody else and you don't get started. So you feel as though you want to quit before you've even given it a go. And that's why I have a massive passion to help those kind of people, to say it doesn't matter who your upline is. You can never blame your upline, because all they have to do is present you with the opportunity. They do not need to coach you, mentor you, guide you, train you. So if you join one that's going to do that for you for free, then they are rare and they are worth sticking with, because if they're giving you the right information, they're like gold dust. So really, really appreciate them and don't take them for granted. So the first part is they'll tell you to learn, tell you to plug into the system. Then they'll simply say, take action. And you'll say, well, what am I meant to do? And they'll probably say, well, write down a list of 100 friends and family and work colleagues, and then from that branch out. But you're going to get lots of rejection and lots of no's, because what you're doing is you're just literally winging it. You're speaking to everybody and anybody, thinking, well, I'll just try everybody and somebody's going to be interested in my product, or somebody's going to be interested in my business. But that is setting you up to fall on your face. When you've tried that method and you've failed, and maybe you've gone back to your upline or you've gone back to somebody else in the industry, they'll probably just say, just keep going. You're only one person away from a commission, or you're only one leader away from an explosion in your business. Keep going, keep going. So you go back out there and you'll do the same approach, which is what we call the scattergun approach, of just going bam, 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 hopefully thinking that it's going to work, and you're going to fall flat on your face again. So it's all about what marketing strategy are you going to implement, because your upline is very different to you. They are going to have come from a completely different background. Your personality may not be in line with their personality. If they're very outgoing and you're very shy and introvert, their strategies may not work for you. So you've got to think about what will you enjoy doing and what will you feel comfortable doing, but then you've also got to be willing to step out of your comfort zone as well, for you to start raising the bar of what you want to achieve. But to start with, you have literally just got to take some form of action and get going, because if you don't make that first step, you're then just going to be stuck and you're not going to get any results at all. Then the fourth step is evaluate. Now again, people think, well, I've tried that, I didn't make any sales, it's not working, it's a scam. No, you've got to evaluate the process. Just because you haven't made a sale doesn't mean that process doesn't work. It means you've got to look at ways where you might need to tweak something, you might need to measure something, but the evaluation process is so critical to your results, because something may work that's not working yet because you need to just make a tweak, or you need to try it for longer. So don't always think, well, I tried that, I didn't get a sale, so it's not going to work. You've got to fall in love with the process, and you've got to love the journey and think, right, I'm going to stick to one social media platform, I'm going to stick to like free marketing strategies, and I'm going to learn them, and I'm going to become like a master of my craft, skilled in my niche. And you've got to tell yourself you're going to commit. When you go to school, you cannot leave, you have to commit for years. So when you join an online business, as soon as you find it hard, you can't tell yourself you're going to quit. You've got to tell yourself that you have got to stick with it, because if you're in an online business because you want to be potentially your own boss in the future, you want to leave your full-time job and be your own boss, you have to start thinking like a boss. and you have to have that mindset of a boss. So you've got to show up every single day, you've got to be consistent every single day, and when things become hard and you come across like a hurdle in the road, as we call it, you have to think on your feet, how am I going to overcome this hurdle? Not thinking, can't do this, I'm going to quit. That's not the kind of mindset to have if you want to build a team, because you're going to be having to help your team with hurdles along the way as well. So you've got to show and lead by example of being somebody that's a true fighter with determination, that no matter what, you are going to succeed. If you have that mindset, then you will absolutely have longevity in this career, but you cannot base it on how much money you're making to start with, because that's an employee mindset where you believe that you've done something and then you should just get paid. That's an employee mindset, whereas an entrepreneurial mindset, you have to be willing to work and not get paid to start with until you can master the skills. So it leads me on to the next part. So I'm going to go through a 3-step evaluation process. And this is very, very easy, and I want you to do this no matter whether you've posted a piece of content, whether you've done a Facebook Live, maybe if you've done a video on YouTube, maybe if you put a post on Instagram. Every single piece of content you're producing that you're putting out there, I want you to start doing this 3-step evaluation process, because it will enable you to get results far quicker, and it will highlight things that aren't working far quicker for you to make changes. If you continue to do something that's not working and don't make changes and just continue to do it because you think, well, other people are doing it, so if I just keep doing it, it will work. Maybe not for you, maybe not for your audience, your personality, your brand. So you've got to keep testing and measuring all the time. So the first one is whatever it is that you've chosen to do when you've gone to post your piece of content, I want you to write down 3 things of what worked. So no matter what the outcome was, even if it wasn't a result which you desired, I want you to start thinking positively and write down 3 things of what actually worked. So maybe you did a Facebook Live and you were disappointed with how many people watched it, or disappointed with the call to action of how many people didn't call to action, so to speak. But what 3 things were positive from it? You know, to always take the positives from something and what can you learn from something. Then the second one is what didn't work when you tried it. Then I want you to write down 2 things about what didn't work. So to start with, 3 things that did work, 2 things that didn't work, and then the last one is write down 1 thing of what you can do differently. Now the reasons why you only change 1 thing at a time about how you can do something differently is it enables you then to test and measure it. So you're still continuing with that same strategy. Say it's a Facebook Live, for example, and you just started doing Facebook Lives. You may be disappointed with the overall engagement, for example, but what worked? You had the courage to do a Facebook Live. Well done. Another thing that worked is you had some viewers. Well done. Another thing that worked is you spoke about a topic that you've learned. Well done. That's 3 positive things you can take away from it. Now let's think of 2 things that didn't work. Maybe you didn't get much engagement. Maybe you didn't get much engagement. Maybe nobody took up your offer of a call to action. So the last thing is, what could I do differently? So watch yourself back on your own video. I watch all of mine all the time, and then think to yourself, what could I do differently in that video? What would make me want to reach out to do a call to action? What would have made me want to comment on that person's live? What would made me have liked it or loved it? Think about it from somebody else's eyes watching you, and then think about what would they have wanted to hear, what would they have wanted to see, and then you start to tweak and measure what you're doing. So as you are producing all of your content now on social media, I want you to start evaluating every single piece that you do on a daily basis. So just before you go to bed at night, if you're posting 1 post a day, just look at the engagement that you've got, look at the comments that you've got, then have a quick look at those people that are commenting. What kind of what are the kind of quality of those people that are commenting? Are they your target audience? If they're not, you've got to look at ways of attracting your target audience. If you are posting a piece of content, for example, on social media, again, you've got to look at the 3 things. 3 things that worked, 2 things that didn't work, one thing that you can change to make things different. If you continue to do this 7 days a week when you post your content, you'll start to look at ways that you can improve your skill set. You'll start to look at what's working, and then the things that are working you need to focus more on, because your audience is letting you know that that's what they like, that's what they're enjoying. So you think, well, right, if they want to see more of that, how can I improve my skill set and learn more about that to give more of my target audience more about what they're looking for? So it doesn't matter what niche you're in, what industry, what you're trying to sell, what you're trying to market is irrelevant. But if you follow this 3-step process on every single piece of content that you do, you're going to find you get better and better and better each week. And then if things aren't working, think to yourself, do I even need to include this anymore on my profile? Remove it altogether and do something completely different. So, don't know why it keeps going off. My advice would be, if you haven't done Facebook Lives yet, be brave and start doing some videos. If you're doing lots of videos, maybe start doing some more storytelling posts. If you are just talking about your own results and you've started to build up a team, maybe start sharing some results of what your team's had. But think about different things that you can do and then test and measure it week on, week off to see what's going to be working for your audience. And that's basically all I wanted to say. So if you, doesn't matter whether you're in like health and wellness, whether you're in beauty, crypto, forex, personal development, an online coach, whether you're an online consultant, it doesn't matter whatever you're in online. It's all about you providing content that's going to make your target audience want to reach out to you. And if you can generate yourself interest on social media that's going to turn into a lead, that's then going to turn into a potential customer, potential team member, then all of this that you're doing is intent-based branding, of you putting out the right amount of content to get the right amount of value out there, to get the right amount of customers reaching out to you. So if this is still completely causing you to think, well, I still don't know what the hell I'm meant to be doing, and if you don't have an upline that is really able to help you with all of this, then please don't give up, because there's people like me that can help you. And I've got a free, completely free, 10-day recruiting bootcamp that is on videos. If you would like a copy of the free bootcamp, what it will be in 10 videos sent to your email daily. And all I need for you to be able to do that is I can send you a link, and then you put your email address in, and you'll get the first one sent today, tomorrow, and then 10 days in a row. So if you'd like to receive that, and it will help you a lot to understand how to attract the right people to you on social media. And everything I teach is free strategies, remember. All of my results online have been without any form of advertising. So everything I teach is all to help people that want to do things from a free strategy point of view. So if you do want to have that course, which is completely free, if you just put the word bootcamp in the comment box below, then once this video goes up onto my profile, I'll go back in and I'll send that to each and every one of you. And then I look forward to hearing your results when you've put this into action. So thanks for everybody for watching. Gizmo says bye bye as well, and I will catch up with you later. Thanks, bye.